Hello, my name is Rahul Singh. I'm a data scientist. In this video, I'm going to talk about a small problem statement on customer segmentation. And in this problem statement, I'm going to create clusters of customers based on three key parameters, which are recency, frequency, and monetary value. So you might know that these three parameters are key marketing analysis tool that are used to segment customers, and through these parameters a company determines which customers are their high value customers and low value customers. So without going too much into detail, let's jump into the problem statement. Here I have a data set which is published by the UCI machine learning repository, and these are the information which I have also written over here. Here I have some number of columns, and each of these columns represents some numeric value and some categorical value and some text value. Now, using these information, I want to extract three key features. First, recency, second is frequency, and third is monetary value. So basically I have imported a data set, and in this data set I can see I have I can extract recency value through the date, which means how recent a customer has bought, or the number of days he has or she has taken since their last year of purchase. Then frequency, how many times the customer has purchased, and total order value, which is nothing but unit price multiplied by quantity and sum of the order value for each customer. How would I identify customer? Through customer ID, right? So I have extracted these metrics one by one. So first of all, I have done some data cleaning work, because data contains some sort of inconsistency. Like if you read data description, you can see that the invoice number might begin with letter C, which indicate that the order was cancelled. So those orders might not be relevant. So I need to remove such orders. Then there might be some rows which might not contain all the values, which may contain missing values, right, or null values. So this column contains some missing values or null values, and there could be other such things which might make data less trustworthy, or in simple terms, that data won't be fit for analysis. So once data cleaning work is done, your next step is to basically get the three features. So the first attempt here is to get the total purchase value, which is monetary feature, so which I have obtained. The next objective is to obtain the frequency feature, and the last feature that I need to obtain is recency, number of days since the last purchase. So yeah, here I have all the three parameters here for every customer, right? So I have about 4,339 customers, and for each of these customers I have these three features. Now I'm just trying to see what is the distribution of data for each of these parameters or each of these features, and I can see that the values or the distribution for monetary and frequency columns are quite skewed, right? So there might be a possibility of outliers. So I don't know exactly how I am going to identify outliers, but I can surely tell that I can use interquartile range, right? Because the box plot is quite shrunk. You can see a lot of points beyond the rightmost whisker. Similarly, in case of frequency, so most likely the outliers that are going to affect my clusters are going to be the monetary value outliers. So let me first try to remove those outliers through the interquartile range method, wherein I collect only those points which lie in this range, which is difference between the first quartile range and the 1.5 times the interquartile range, and the length of, or basically the sum of third quartile and the 1.5 times interquartile range. And through that I have created a new data frame in which I have I have removed outliers from the monetary column, and thereafter I can see the distribution for monetary column is much better. It's less skewed, right? And there are still some outliers, but relatively it's better than this case, the original case. Now finally I'm going to create clusters, which I have created over here. So I can see I have created 5 clusters, and all of them are labeled by 5 different colors, right? And I can see that each of these clusters can be clearly separated visually, right? You can see the 4 clusters over here, the 5th cluster, which is represented by the yellow color bubbles, is represented over here. So yeah, this is how you can do customer segmentation or clustering with the help of K-means algorithm.